Hello guys, hope you all are doing fine. So, do you know what are the most common topics in your IELTS exam that can come? Do you? Yes. No? No issues. So here I am going to start a series of 100 most common topics that can come in your IELTS exam. Okay? So I will be telling you some of the common vocabulary and give you some ideas on the most 100 common topics that you can prepare yourself on, and then whatever the topic comes, you are ready to indulge yourself and get a band 7 plus. So in the first class, in the first topic that we are going to cover is our advertising. Okay, so the first common topic that is present in your IELTS exam is advertising. So we are going to see some ideas as well as some of the vocabulary that can be included in this topic. So let's begin. Before starting, I would like you to just press the subscribe button and subscribe to our channel, and also click the bell button so that you keep yourself updated with all the new videos that we upload to crack your IELTS exam in the most easy but yet simple way. So first, let's start with the positives of having advertisements. As we all know, in this globalized world, advertisement has become a key point or key way of selling or buying products. Okay, the entire world seems to be just a very large village, and there are so many private and public businesses, and they want to sell their products. So, advertisement is a key point. What are the positive aspects that can be given to these? There are a number of positive aspects. To start with, it plays a key role in selling or buying products. If we see according to experts, positive advertising is more appealing to an average individual than negative advertising techniques. Positive ads can be defined as some sort of marketing strategies which show the target audience all the positive effects of what the product is about. Okay, these techniques are optimistic and persuade customers to switch to the desired product or services. They just turn your thinking. It is more common than the negative one because we don't see the negative aspect, we see only the positive ones. Okay. So they help us to get a choice. They help us to increase our choices of buying a product. For example, if you take, there are a number of choices that we can get when we are going to buy a phone. There is Samsung, there is Apple, and there are so many things from which we can choose according to our desire, according to our interest. Apart from that, they also give us a varied price range, which is very good actually, because each one has their own earning, their own expense, and their own economical balance. So they can buy according to their pocket, and it can be even light or heavy on their pocket. We don't know, so it gives them a range of choices to make on the price as well as the product. This is the monetizing effect. These are the monetizing aspects of advertising. If we take the social aspect, there are a number of campaigns, there are a number of social causes that are shown on these advertisements. For example, if we take all the new rules, all the new scholarships that are given by governments are shown through these, through the governmental platforms. Apart from this, some social causes like Save Girl Child and Avoid a Rape, and you can say to clean the world, or now during pandemic situation of corona, each and everything about that is about the benefits of having social distancing, or to have in a mask, wearing a mask. All these are shown through campaigns in advertisement form. Okay, so they are also essential to have a socially social causes, and people can be made aware of these campaigns, these techniques through these advertisements. They give lots of information also. For example, if you take when the vaccine is going to come, or when a new product is going to be in the market, or what are the different type of uh, products and range that are in the market now, so that the consumer is able to choose from it and buy it. Also, some of the information related to uh, the technological development of a world or a country is shown through the advertisements. For example, the scientific improvements or any new vaccine that is given in the market is shown through them. So these are some positive of advertisements that you can talk about or write about. Now, as we all know, every coin has two sides. So, of course, advertisements has negative sides or demerits as well. Let's look some of the demerits. The main demerit that I can relate or you can relate is to younger generation. Younger generation are too much into digital platforms and social media platforms, and when they look these advertisements, they first see the celebrities, and when they look at these influential people, they think that those products or those items are worthy enough to buy. However, it is not true all the time, because all the products are misleaded, or most of the time the information is misinformation. It is not right. They just hide the bad things and show only the good aspects of those products. For example, there are numerous scientifically proven drinks which are not good for health. However, the celebrities, the actors, or the famous personalities endorse those advertisements, and that leaves a bad impression that it is good product, and youngsters buy them thinking that it will help them in the same way, and they will also become energetic and you know build a six pack by drinking those shakes, the protein shakes, and so on. So it has a bad influence. It diverts young minds towards things which are not healthy as well as too costly sometimes. They just think about their own profit most of the times. Most of the time the producers just think that the product should be sold. They do not go with morality. They just sell their products even without thinking that this is going to have an adverse effect on the consumers. So that is the biggest demerit of advertisement or advertising companies. And most of the time these products are not too good as well. It is just through the editing profile that has been made, that if you see those junk food ads, it will be so juicy burger, it will be so catchy slogans, and the music will be so enthralling that people will get attached to that, and they will think like, once in my lifetime I have to eat these things. That will be so mouth watering. But actually, if we see the burger is just simple plain burger. It is not that colorful, that bright, that juicy. So it is just special effects that has been given in these advertisements that attracts or deviates people from the main area, that what ingredients are put in that. So people just don't think about that. They just go about by the outer look or the catchy sale lines, slogans that these advertising companies put, that 50% sale, one plus one free, all those catchy lines they put on these advertisements slogans, and then just attract the consumers who do not think about some good aspects of those things like ingredients, price, or whether it is healthy or not. So this is also one of the side effects of advertising. They are misleading, of course. Sometimes those are not true. The advertisements are truly not good, or they are not correct information, but still they have their way of telling which attracts people towards them. Also, just selling is their main criteria. They do not think about consumers' pocket or their mentality or their need, but they just want to sell their products in any way. Okay, so everything is fair in love and war. Now here it is changed that everything is fair in war and advertising. You can say a new slogan can be written on this. So these are some of the side effects, the negatives, the demerits of advertising. So what can be the solutions for them? So solutions can be done on three levels. One, the government; other, the consumer association or the product association; and the third is the consumer itself. So what can consumers do? People who are buying the products should be vigilant enough to understand the good aspect of the product before buying anything just by going on the look or the advertisement done by the celebrities. So they should have a clear aspect, they should have a clear idea on what they want, not just to show off, but the need. They should buy only according to their need, according to their financial status, and according to what is needed or what is healthy for them and their family. So this is what they can do. On the other hand, the government and actually consumer association both accumulatively can give some stringent rule to producers, to the advertising company, to the product markets, that they should be crystal clear in what they are selling. They should not hide good information or the bad information about the product, but they should be clearly stating what and all is the ingredient, what is the expiry date, or what and all can be the side effect of those products. So they should be clear enough to show everything. There should be a clarity of what the product is in and out. So these rules, some penalties, some you can say punishments can be introduced so that to curb the negative side of advertisement. The corruption that prevails in the advertisement sector can be reduced through some rules and regulations. So these are some measures that can be taken. So now we have seen what are the positives, negatives, and solutions of advertisements. Now, what vocabulary can we use while speaking or writing on this topic? So let's see some few vocabularies. The first one is advertising agency. Instead of saying ad or something, you can say advertising agency. So nowadays, advertising agencies focus more on the uh, outer look of the products rather than the ingredients or the inner qualities of the product. Brand awareness. Brand awareness is nothing but how people know a particular brand. Okay, so the brand awareness among people should be increased more, or people go by people awareness about brand should be enhanced through some good aspects. Brand loyalty. There are few people who wish to buy things only from a particular company or particular name, brand name, like Samsung phones or Apple phones. They have their own loyalty. They will buy things only from that brand. So that is called brand loyalty. Celebrity endorsement. When a celebrity, whether actor or any famous personality, does advertisement or sells a product, advertises a product, that is called celebrity endorsement. So nowadays, younger generation are misled through celebrity endorsement. Classified ads. This is less common nowadays because the people now advertise through social media platforms and the televisions. They do not give these classified ads. These are ads that are very short and sweet in the newspapers or magazines that you read. So it is an old time, you can say, advertising method. To cold call. Some things that you have not wished or asked for, but still you get to hear about those products. That is called to cold call. You can take example of insurance policies and premium policies. When you get a call from these banks and insurance offices to get a policy, buy these insurance and all such things, they are called to cold call. Niche product. When a product specifically targets a certain group of people or consumers, that is called niche products. You can take example chocolates, toys. They are products only for children. Whereas if you take home appliances, they are for females. If you take gadgets, then they are for most of the time for male consumers. So a product that is aimed at particular people that are called niche products. To place an advert, of course, to put a hoarding or to advertise yourself in some place, that is called place an advert. To place an advert. Target audience. When you produce a product, you need to know which audience you are targeting to have a good market sale, to have good profit. Word of mouth. This is again an olden time advertising policy. You can say when there were no social media platforms or no advertising hoardings and all, then people used to buy a product, use themselves, and if it was good, they used to say about its qualities to their family members, friends, and neighbors. So from one person to another person, each one came to know about the product and they used to buy it. So this is word of mouth. The advertising is done through word of mouth, good or bad. So these are some vocabulary that you can use in this topic. These are some of the questions that can come. Okay, according to the question, you can use these ideas. So to what extent and how does advertising affect people's purchasing decision? You can say the positive sides and negatives. Positive, they have a choice, they have price choice and product choice. Negatively, it affects because they don't need those things, but still they buy just to show off, or just they are mesmerized by the slogans or the product advertisements. Also, uh, it has a bad effect on younger generation. What factors influence your choice of products to buy? You can use all these words like advertise, how they are advertising, what is the quality, what is the special offer, the price, the brand, everything accounts, everything factors for a choice you buy a product. Do you think consumerism should be considered an opportunity or a threat? So, consumerism, everything is done only to attract consumers. They are not for some social cause, but of course, they are for profit and to sell their products. So, is it an opportunity or it is a threat? It depends on your own. So, if you think opportunity, yes, we have choice, we have different products to ease the life. If you think threat, yes, we do not know, a person doesn't know what are the harmful effects of that product or what it is going to have an adverse effect in the longer run. So these are the threats. Why modern society is often called materialistic? So nowadays people focus more on materialistic things, the monetary things, like rather than for emotional bonding such as friendship, trust, gatherings, socializing. They focus on more like gifts and social distancing, showing the status, just talking about things, not the qualities. So yes, of course, they have become materialistic. So hope you have got an idea on how to talk or how to write on the topic advertising. So now practice as much as you can by using these vocabularies and ideas in essays, or try to speak them through your part 1, part 2, part 3 questions. So practice, because practice will only give you an idea on how to speak or how to use these ideas. All the best. Keep learning, keep thriving. Do watch my other videos.